All right. Well, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Youth Got Next podcast. As you can see, a little bit of different location today, and we are with the one and only Owen Cantrell today.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here, Owen.
I'm glad to be here.
So today, we're just going to be talking about Owen, his story, asking him a couple questions. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. So, Owen, you are a baseball guy. Okay?
I am.
I know that. Maybe if you're watching, you know that too. You're a baseball guy. So what's like your favorite MLB team? Like, give us a story behind that. Who's your favorite player type of thing?
My favorite MLB team is the Philadelphia Phillies.
Okay. Shout out to Tino.
Yeah.
Tino Marantino.
They have arguably the best player in the league. I'd argue it.
Okay.
Bryce Harper, best
Okay.
hitter.
Okay.
He got traded there a couple years ago from the Nationals, and ever since I've been Philly strong. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Philly strong. Okay.
Philly strong.
So is he your favorite MLB player right now?
Yes.
Bryce
Yes.
Harper is your favorite MLB player. Okay.
Yes.
I'll say this. Philly's got nothing on my Guardians. Okay. If
Okay.
you know, you know.
Mm.
Yeah. So, okay. Phillies are your favorite MLB team. That's incredible. What's like your least favorite MLB team? Or like you just look at them and you're like, I hate you. Like, I want to make jokes about your team. Like, you guys stink. Like, anytime you can clown this team, you're going to do it. Like, what team is that?
I feel like it's a lot of people's team, but the Astros.
Okay.
Houston Astros.
I'll say this. Didn't they just beat
They
the
did.
Phillies in the World Series?
So they did just beat them. But even before that, they cheated.
That's true.
2017,
They did.
And even though it wasn't like all their faults, I still hate them.
Well, didn't they like hit trash cans or something to give out?
They would hit the side of the trash cans to see what
type
the
of, like,
signs were.
pitch
Or,
it
like,
was?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Anyway, I don't know. I never personally have played baseball. I'm not amazing at baseball, but I'd like to think I could hit some dingers if I needed to. You know what I'm saying? So do you think I could hit off of your pitch? You think I could get a hit at all?
No way.
How fast can you pitch?
Well, I'm not a pitcher, but for not
Okay.
being a pitcher, probably about like 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
That's pretty average for not being a
Okay.
pitcher.
Okay. So that's average. I
Yeah.
don't know what like the average
Well,
speed is.
The average speed would probably be about 80
80.
or so.
Okay.
For like if you're pitching every single day.
So you think you would strike me out?
Yeah.
You don't think I would hit the ball at all?
No. You'd swing and miss.
Okay. Well, I think I'm hitting an absolute bomb, 450 nuke, dead center. So
No.
maybe we can
Maybe
test
we'll
that theory
see
out
it.
one
Yeah.
day. We'll see that. Anyway, okay. So I'll just run through some questions with you, kind of get your story, just so people can get to know you a little bit better. And I've got to know you personally
Mhm.
pretty well through just being here at High Street and involved in youth.
Mhm.
And so first question I have for you is, when did you first start coming to High Street Youth?
Well, I've always been at High Street. So as soon as whatever age it was, when I went to 6th grade, I've been in the youth since then. So
Nice.
it's fun.
Super cool. So following that, what is your favorite part about High Street Youth?
Probably Wednesday nights.
Okay.
Just the fun environment, and with basketball after High Street Hoops,
Yeah.
seeing all the people there, inviting people. It's
Yeah.
always a good time.
Yeah. I think that's always like a huge highlight for people where
Yeah.
they're like, where they can like see an environment that's like fun
Mhm.
and safe.
Mhm.
And there's like stuff, like you said, like basketball for them to actually do. They're not just like sitting there. So I love Wednesday nights too. I look forward to those every single week. That's awesome. So follow-up question to that. Tell me about what it looked like whenever you started a relationship with Jesus. So like, what's your story in your testimony on getting saved?
Well, my whole life I was always in church, and so I just kind of I felt like I was automatically a Christian.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like this summer over at our student life camp
Mhm.
when I really I thought about it, and I was like, I'm not,
Yeah.
I wasn't actually fully in. And
Yeah.
so that's when I kind of realized that and got saved and baptized.
That's
So,
awesome. What was the moment for you at camp that was like the click or like the light switch? It was like, okay, like I need to actually like do this and go all in with following Jesus.
Probably just the worship was a big part
Mm.
because the worship really got you it made you start thinking I was listening to the lyrics
Mm.
and then one of the messages, I don't remember exactly what it was about, but it was something to where like you just gotta push everything else away and just start now and just
Mhm.
like dive in. And that's when I was like, I'm not actually like doing these things. Like I'm
Sure.
not living the Christian lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so then I was just kind of like, wow, I need
Yeah.
to make a change.
That's awesome. That takes a lot of like courage to do something like that.
Mm.
Because that's a scary thing. Like hearing going all in for something means you're leaving something else. And so going all in for Jesus, like what have you seen change in your life since you've made that decision?
Probably before that, I was always never big on inviting people to church
Mm.
because it was always a scary thing to do for me.
Yeah.
But after that, I realized like how much it can change your life to
Yeah.
have a relationship with God. And so like yeah, it was awkward, but once you start doing it, it gets a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I like how you said like the mindset, how everything changes and how much it matters to be in like a personal relationship with God.
Mhm.
And I think once you, and you may be able to attest to this too, but like once you experience that, like you want that for other people too. And
Yeah.
like, like you talked about like on Wednesday nights, like I feel like that's a great environment
Mhm.
for them to experience God and for them to experience the love of God. And so you talked about like how your mindset changed whenever you're like inviting friends. So like, how do you do that? Like, let's say like you walk into school, it's like, we're having an event on a Wednesday or like basketball starting up or something like that. Like, how would you invite a group of people to do something like that?
Well, it's a lot easier if you invite people, like if you invite a friend group, because
Yeah.
if one person goes, then everyone else is more likely to go.
Mm,
So most of my friends, like close friends that I would
Yeah.
invite, I don't have a bunch of classes with them.
yeah.
So I just send them a text, be like, hey,
Mm.
this is happening at
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Send the same text to a couple of different people.
Yeah.
They'll show up.
I like that.
And then they would start inviting
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we've even seen that happen,
Yeah.
right? Through like some basketball stuff that we've done and then like a couple different events that we've done
Mhm.
on a Wednesday night.
yeah.
You've invited people and then a couple people from their friend group have also come to the event. And so I like also how you said like a text. Like I used to think like, okay, inviting someone means I need to share my entire story and share the entire gospel with them
Mhm.
and then they'll come to church. But it can be as simple as just like, hey, we're doing this event tonight. You should pull up with your friends or like
Yeah.
texting in a group chat. I like that a lot. I think that's really simple. That's
Mhm.
really good. Okay, little shift. Talked about baseball at the beginning.
Mhm.
I also know that you recently have started, to get the gains a little bit. Okay.
Mhm.
You lift weights every once in a while. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's
That's
fair
accurate.
statement.
Okay. How did you get into lifting? Or honestly, let's do this. How'd you get into like sports and athletics in general?
Well, when I was little, my parents put me in t-ball,
Okay.
and I liked it, I guess, and I just kept playing it.
Yeah.
And I've played other sports, but baseball is just kind of the one that's like stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about like lifting weights? Like what got you into that?
About a year ago, I don't know. I think my buddy was just like, "Hey, you want to go lift?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Sure." Tried it out.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was fun. Kept
Yeah.
doing it. Saw progress.
Yeah.
And just never stopped.
Yeah.
And it also translates a lot to baseball and any other
Mm.
sports because
Yeah.
you're stronger, you're faster,
Yeah.
you're better.
Yeah. We have been lifting a couple times
Mm.
together.
Mhm.
And I have a funny, can I tell them a story about what happened with pre-workout one time?
Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so, as the lifters we are,
Uh-huh.
you got to have pre-workout. If you know, like, is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah.
Like you got to take some pre before you start a workout.
Get hyped up.
Okay, get hyped up, get the juices flowing.
Mhm.
It was a classic C4 pre-workout, and I think it was like fruit punch or something.
Mhm.
Was that the flavor?
Very basic.
Very basic, simple. Just a quick little scoop of pre before getting a filthy pump. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think we were hitting
Exactly.
arms that day. Best day of the week.
Arms and boulders.
SARMs and boulders.
Arms and boulders.
Just kidding. We're not on
Yeah,
SARMs.
yeah.
It was just regular arm
Yeah.
day. Anyway, what happened was I can dry scoop. Okay. Not many people can do that.
Mhm.
I'd like to think I'm him when it comes to that area. Okay.
Mhm.
Timothy Turner type moves with how I'm doing it. Anyway, what I did was Owen doesn't like to do that. Okay.
Mhm.
Owen just got a water bottle and went to just dump his pre-workout in the water bottle.
Mhm.
But like a regular water bottle, the lid is very small.
Very
okay.
tiny.
It's very, very tiny. The pre-workout scoop
Very big.
is way bigger. He didn't try to funnel it or he didn't try to get paper and just funnel it in. He didn't like do it softly and like tap it on like the rim of the lid. He just dumped the whole thing over the lid and it got all over his hand. He was like licking it off his hand. He was like, he like got water on his hand and like licked it off after that. It was funny. It was, we laugh about it often.
It was, but we got a good pump.
We did get a good pump. We did. We need to go more often.
That's true.
New year, new me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Anyway. Back to the questions. Is there any like advice talking about like inviting or like living your life differently, maybe at school or like what would you tell someone if they're like, man, how do I like live differently at my school, or how do I invite, or how do I like shine like my light or like love for Jesus to other people?
Well, it can be hard a lot of the times because you'll be in situations where you like there's a right thing to do,
Yeah.
and there's a not God honoring thing to do,
Yeah.
and it'll be easier to take the other way. But I think we've talked a lot about how like maybe you're walking in the halls and you see someone, you just give them a smile.
Yeah.
Like that can go a long way.
Yeah.
Or even inviting just some random person to church. Like you don't know them, you're just like, hey, you want to show up at this time?
Yeah.
Even if they don't decide to come, you've still planted the seed to where they'll be like, why is he different? Like, you know?
Yeah, they'll like see you and they'll begin to notice things in your life or patterns in your life. Again, I like how you just keep mentioning like the simple stuff, because I feel like it's easy to overlook. Like I guess my mindset was I needed to do a lot before I invited somebody or to invite them. It can just be simple as like a text or like even like planting like seeds, like smiling at somebody or like, hey man, like those shoes are sick. Like, where'd you get them? Like conversations like that build trust with people. Yeah, I think. And so I like that a lot. That's super practical and super, super cool. Okay. Next thing, we're doing a conference in April, Encounter Conference. First thing, are you excited for conference?
I am. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah. What do you think your most favorite part of conference will be? What are you most looking forward to at conference?
Probably silent disco.
Silent disco.
We've had that at the lock-in.
Classic. If
Always
you know,
fun.
you know.
Yeah.
Like silent disco is always a win.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a huge draw for anybody. Okay. If someone's maybe on the fence about going to conference, what would you say to them?
Probably just do it. You know?
Like, I love that.
There's really nothing else.
There's nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
When you go to conference.
What you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
You might not want to go at first, but once you're there, you're gonna be like, wow, I'm so glad I came to this.
Yeah. And this may sound cheesy when we say it, but like it's real. Like when we say this, like it could be like the best weekend of your life.
Yeah.
Like this weekend could change the course of your entire life. And so we want you to be there. We want you to be there. We want you to invite everybody you know. And we're actually going to do something special with Owen since he's on the podcast right now. If we're going to give you a code to the people that are listening right now. And the first 5, this is limited. This isn't like the first 5. So you have to do this quick if you use this code. If you use Owen's code, Owen, what is your code that they use?
The code you can use is Owen 2023.
Owen 2023. Super simple, super easy. And the first 5 people that use that code to sign up for conference, you get in for free.
Completely free.
Completely free. Free 99, as people would say. Okay? Yeah. Completely free to experience that weekend. It will cost you nothing if you use the code
Owen 2023.
Owen 2023. So use that code, pull up the conference. It's going to be an amazing time. We hope you do it.
Best weekend of your life.
Best weekend of your life. We want to see you there, and it's going to be amazing.
Yes, sir.
Owen, any last words for the viewers?
We'll see you at conference.
Yeah, I love it. We'll see you at conference.
Yeah.
We want to see you there. It's going to be amazing. Owen, thank you so much for coming on the Youth Got Next podcast. We would encourage you to share this with your friends, subscribe to our channel, comment other types of videos and other types of questions you want us to talk about, or any other subjects you want us to talk about. And again, Owen, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.